Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to the second half of your Fortescue Premier Grade match of the round. West Scarborough to get us back underway, currently leading this game 20 points to 0 over the Coastal Cavs. Blue skies out and about now for a game that was predicted for showers and thunderstorms. Perfect conditions now for this game to really accelerate through the entire second half. It's going to be up to the Cavs to see if they can maintain the pace and have the fitness to hang on in this game and start building their way back in. Kalis takes us to ground off the first kickoff. Penalty advantage.
No advantage back here. No advantage back here, not rolling.
Not rolling off that first ruck of the second half.
No advantage.
Jackman hot onto them early. Ewinghouse on the boot once again. Line out just in front of us. 48 metres, the triple B for Coastal. See if they can build things up. Just waiting on ball. Jamie Reid, replacement hooker now for the Cavs. Up at one nicely. Tapaparu tapped it back and then brought to ground. Short pod ball fading out on the left-hand angle. Longbottom does well. Ewinghouse set out for the left and Kalis just charging towards halfway, brought down short and then off feet. Coached out nicely by Jackman. James Dougal still fighting through the contest. Still fighting. Puts another one down. Not gaining all the metres. Still not held. Dougal with the run of the second half so far. Gaining all the metres and shoving off anyone in his way. Now Edwards brought down midfield. This is good phase work. Ewinghouse. Long bottom. Not many spaces for him to go through there. Offside lines are really good early in this second half. West Scarborough baying. Just trying to guarantee they don't give away any penalties. And then lost forward, Nu'u. Hasn't seen much of a ball carry yet in this game, only once or twice, and then that's maybe why. Not confident in the hands this afternoon. Brad Lacey on the outside trying to get free and then lost forward. West Scarborough packed down a scrum. Had a little bit of a chance, but then just knocking it forward. Sean Flatman on the left wing now in number 19. So the ball just fired across the face here. Lacey tried to crack on the outside, went in and out. And that ball just going across the face. Couldn't quite get the hands to it. A little bit hard on the face.
Nick, you want to do it? Do it. Sure.
Scrum down for the Cavs. About 43 from their own line.
Fine.
Big shove coming from West Scarborough. Trying to show a little bit of authority early. 9 offside. So the penalty comes away, Cavs. It was a great scrum effort, but Walker just going early.
9. 7-8 pocket, can't be there, offside. My bad.
Walker apologising to the team. Ewinghouse just a kick out.
Just that 7-8 pocket. But yeah, that 7 pocket stay out. No. Yeah.
Just a small bit of time off. Scarborough captain Nick McLennan just getting some tape applied to the boot. Make sure those laces go nowhere. Physio's done a great job there. Now ready for Reed to feed the line for the Cavs. Slowly creeping forward. Not through phase play, but through errors and penalties. They've made their way 35 out. Stripped backwards. Dougal wants to have another crack at it now. They're going back. Glenn Edwards decides to settle things down. Gets himself to ground nicely. Nu'u. Confident to get back on the horse and starts the leg drive.
Lost it now.
McLennan too late there. Gets called off. Dougal took his eyes off the ball once he was about to catch it. And just starts looking to his outside man before the ball was even in the hands. So now Clues fires back door. Plenty of numbers out on the right-hand side. Don't let Louis David get up to speed as he fires on the outside once again. Western Scarborough getting up towards the line, and then penalty coming back.
Got a release.
Electrifying pace once they get their hands on the ball. You saw Clues go back door. Leonard found Louis David. Then on the outside, the 21. Believe Hodgson. Just to ground. And the penalty going against West Scarborough was tackled and held. Didn't release. Tried to go again. And they clear the kick out.
Just wait.
45 from the line, and we're just going to wait for a blood bin. Time's off as well. As expected, with the conditions clearing up all afternoon now.
Not bleeding when it comes back.
This game picking up to quite the pace at the moment. It's just going to be a matter of who's fitter, who can keep this pace up for longer. A couple subs coming off as well. I believe Nu'u has come off. Line out won by Cavs. No one really knew where the ball was at the back there, but eventually all the forwards find the place that they need to run over the top of. Kalis, backdoor already. Outside still Steele. And then just dragged into touch. Unfortunate there. The Prioratu. It's tackled in play, but his head just hit the line. See here, in play there, and then the head just finds the white chalk. Couldn't quite see it on your screen. Puts himself in touch.
Line out, that's it.
West Scarborough still got most of their starting 15 out there. So fitness maybe not too much of a question for them.
Playing on.
No lift in the line out, went for the trick play, kind of just went a little bit too low to even hit those hands. And eventually the ball pops out the back for Walker, so it goes deep. David wrapping around the back. Leonard. And now Hodgson. Further on the outside, Louis David breaks through the line once again, then throwing it on the inside. And it's going to be a hat-trick. West Scarborough are going to score again. And it's going to be a hat-trick. Simone Budiavera goes over the line for a third time this afternoon. And he's just always seemingly just off the ball, running through in support. It was a great little line by Louis David. Check ball got on the inside. It was a great little bit of work by Brad Lacey just to fire it off 102, get the hand free, fire it on the inside. And reliable as ever, ready to receive that final pass, Simone Vudiarata. 25 plays nil. We have a conversion from straight in front. Kateka has been pulled out of the kicking duties. In fact, I think he's been subbed off. Might just be the case. Try to confirm that. Yes, he is. So not quite doing it with the boot. They subbed him off. Now with the kicking duties. Canella Gadeon should be able to slot this one over. Bekateka's wondering why he couldn't get these ones. Conversion successful, adding the extra 2, 27 play 0. In your Fortescue Premier Grade match of the week. It's Mental Health Round brought to you by outside the locker room. Another sub coming here. Halfback coming off for the Coastal Cavaliers. Could be Tahavalu.
No!
Short ball, Mio brought down at the 22. Trying to fire across the back. Louis David with a little bit of room. Holds it, pump fakes, then goes through again on himself. Inside ball, replacement number 17. Then firing on the outside, 21, making his way all the way into the end goal. Might have lost this one forward, no. Another try goes to the way of West immediately. And they're going to go again into the end zone, and Coastal Cavaliers just not being able to hold off this pace. Cavs go up 32-0. Kick to come. I believe the replacements there, Jamie Reid and Jaden Nelson. Doing a mountain of work there for West Scarborough. No, sorry. Sean Flatman and Benito Hodgson. And the two players I was meant to call then. More difficult kick on this occasion. So, picturesque afternoon down here at Kingsway Sporting Complex. This game being played here once again because West Scarborough's club rooms are being updated at the moment. Only a couple of weeks away from completion. But just need to play their home games away for the moment being. I believe they'll be christening the new change rooms against UWA in a couple of weeks' times, which will be an absolute classic hit-up. Both are tipped to be hot favourites in this competition at the moment, and it's good to be seeing them clash up against each other. I mean, when you've got a backline like this for West Scarborough, with Kateka, David, Lacey playing 10, 12, 13, could be an absolute war up front as that one comes up the upright against the UWA Staplefords of O'Sullivan. Their new trading Caleb Young, and plenty more out the back as well. Newinghouse gets us back underway, sending one high, flirting with the touchline, and just goes over the top of the head. The lift wasn't there that the lock was expecting. Cavs come back away with the ball.
I haven't seen it clearly.
Pick and go, penalty advantage offside. Now Cavs with a chance to get something on the board if they can roll through this nicely. Long bottom, juggling the ball. Finally gets to ground and safely to short ball for Glenn Edwards.
New advantage round the neck.
Fresh advantage, high tackle, so things adding up here for the Cavs for a moment being. Isaiah coming back for the two penalties. Chance to dot this one into the corner. Newinghouse will just slowly make his way across. So a little bit of ball, a little bit of faceplate, a little bit of pressure being built by the Cavs now. It's going to be a long mountain to climb. But there's just enough time to get things started if they can convert on this occasion.
We just had 3 penalties in question session. Okay, two for offside. Yeah. Okay, 1 back there and then 7 back here. Have a word to your boys about obviously taking that step back. The other one was around the neck and that tackle. Oh, you didn't.
Line out inside the 22, Cavs ball.
Oh, sorry, 2 offsides, 1 high tackle. Hold on, boys. All right.
Just waiting to set the line. Cavs going 8-man full set. They jump at 8 and just bobbling forward through the hands there. They had it all won and all set. Just couldn't hold on to the footy. Scrambly ball available at the back here for West Scarborough, so we're going to come back for the scrum. was a beautiful throw and a beautiful line-out lift all the way at the top here, and you just see not able to hang on to the ball. Shame there to Paru. Couldn't quite get it done for his team, so it's now a very defensive scrum for West Scarborough. 5 metres or so out from their own line.
Crouch! Oh! Stand up.
Not happy with the gap set again.
I need that space. I can't have shoulder on shoulder. No, I want shoulder-shoulder distance. Shoulder on shoulder contact.
So after a quick chat, referee ready to go again. 32 plays nil. Kaz could probably put everything into this one to try force a penalty. Net result's not too bad for them either way. Hit and chase was solid by West Scarborough though, then down far side.
Collapsing, far side, collapsing.
And West Scarborough will take those extra metres with glee. Clearing kick is shaping nicely. Good work there by Jerome Leonard. It's been a tough day in the office in the scrum department here for the Coastal Cavs. I mean, between Newton and Longbottom, thought they might hold off a little bit better for a while, but just not able to hold the pressure of McLennan up front. And seem to be collapsing. Early lift goes by the wayside. Walker then fires out back door. Footy O'Vara brought down on the 40. Throws that one backwards a little bit. Now Clues tries to break through the gap. Brought to ground. Walker. David. Backdoor play. Now for the right left winger to have a little crack. Sean Flatman. Now Wentholt. Has a nice little carry, picked up, tried to drive through the middle there. Was Sevi. Walker spins one, tries to fight through 2 and 3, then throws it up. Sevi, knock back. And McLennan has to just eventually go to ground. Backdoor on the outside, chance. Mio with the opportunity to open up his legs, beats the first, now just the full back, decides to go himself, brought down just half a metre out, then a chance to go around the outside. West Scarborough in again. As easy as you like. Kanagadun. He's had a lot of good runs all afternoon and now gets rewarded for his work. Scoring a try on the far right hand side. It's just good ball movement here. They managed to go backdoor and fires that one even though it's a bounce pass. Eventually Mio just gets to open up the legs, gets away from that first tackle. Thought he might have checked it on the inside there. Decides to take the contact, then good awareness, just pops around the outside. And easy as that. Gets to just run into the end goal and dot a try over for West Scarborough once again.
Very much on the line, yeah.
Now the score moves out, 37-0.
Just check when you run back. Yeah. He's just run back into the change area.
Just taking their time with this conversion, West Scarborough. Happy to let this clock wind down and use the entirety of it. Maybe some of the Cavs not too bothered by it either. As a big ominous cloud starts to come over top again now. Doesn't look like it's that friendly, but it's not too big either. As the first roll of thunder we hear in the background, maybe we're in for a wet finish to this affair. As that conversion unsuccessful, just pushed out to the right-hand side. Score's going to remain 37-0. And plenty of substitutions coming on now.
Keep an eye out for those flashes and then just announce back button, boys.
For the Coastal Cavs.
Yeah, cool.
Short kickoff. Really well done here. Dougal did well. Now Longbottom just crashes forward into the line. Cavs with front foot ball. Must be offside. Is offside. And then leaves the ball back there. Don't need any of that, young man, 17. Cannon Wentold. Just caught absolutely offside. You see off the ruck here. Goes really early. He's just outside of the screen on the right. And he's already up in the face, you see. Before that ball was even checked out.
Sub, red. 6 and 5, red.
6 and 5 heading off. For West Scarborough coming on. Josh Tiamono in 20.
Connor, stay on, Cluesy. Wrong number.
Got a name withheld in the 24.
Cluesy!
Heavy staying on. Clues coming off instead. A little bit of a mix-up from the manager. Numbers are hard. We all know that. Line out inside the 22.
No, boys, I have.
Time was still off.
Is 5 still on? 5 is still on.
Clues now joyfully comes off to the bench, not too upset with himself.
Time on.
Cavs line out. Inside the 22. Haven't had red zone footy in a while. Straight off the top, behind Ewinghouse and loses it forward. You heard the scream no from the halfback immediately. Knew he didn't like it. Just fires this one. It had good pace, but it's behind the running on Charles. And left it behind. Chance gone begging once again for the Coastal Cavs. Nearing halfway through the second half. 20 minutes or odd to go in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. Brought to you by Outside the Locker Room. Straight down once again. Coastal Cavaliers just have no reply to this scrum today. Longbottom taking exception to it. Telling his hooker he needs more hit, needs more forward as they go into this contact. Clearing kick. Finds its way into touch. Right around the 40, even plus a couple.
West one dumpy, West one dumpy.
Walker. Flat ball. Good run in the centres there. Tiamona. David. Cheeks left or right. Still fights through the contact. Just gains metres every single time he's got the footy. Short side. Flicking off for Hodgson. McLennan. Captain's carry. 25 out from the line. West building phases nicely. Long ball goes all the way over the top of the shooting defenders. Flatman gets inside the red zone. And now West want to spin it all the way back out. Penalty advantage coming. Leonard standing at 10. Walker darting himself. Had a good game this afternoon, Walker. Been consistent. Mio. No. Picked up Vudivea.
No.
Messy old ball. Penalty advantage coming again now. Walker taps. Has a look up himself. Chucks it on the inside. Diving over the line. West Scarborough have got another. Through Keenan Wentold. Just falls over the line. Good little eyes by Rory Walker. Saw there was a little bit of space in front of him there. Not quite back 10. You'll see here he just has a cheeky look. As soon as the penalty's blown, looks for the ball. Once he gets onto it, has a little look up. Sees that gap just on the inside. Checks it in once he drew the defender. And Keenan Wentholt dots it over. 42 plays 0. Kick to come. West showing their dominance in this competition so far this year, and it's a very similar result today. Not looking like they want to take the foot off the accelerator anytime soon as well. So could be building a little bit of a cricket score out here this afternoon. Currently West, before going into this game, played 6, won 5, lost 1, with a plus-minus points difference of 114, only bested by UWA, also on 5 wins, 1 loss, with a points difference of 186. So the top 4 shaping up nicely. Nedlands and Kalamunda are on the same as well with 5 and 1, 64 and 90 point different respectively. Just a bonus point going to Nedlands, keeping them on 24. And Kalamunda on 23. But a win here once again for West Scarborough cements them in that top 2 nicely. Take some big wins from Nedlands and Kalamunda and Wanneroo to start shaking things up. The real question is, where are Associates and Cottesloe? When are they going to get into this? Kickoff goes deep. No one wants to catch it. Referee happy with the hit that occurred, and we're going to play quickly. No, says the referee. As the clouds start to build overhead now, there's more thunder building behind us. Hope the supporters are ready for an onslaught of rain. Could be heading for it late in this game.
Line outside and come up.
Ball available at the back. Scarborough finally able to bring it out. Short ball. Great work running onto it. David, happy to crash. Short side ball, cracking up the left-hand side, just brought it into touch. Wasn't a bad run. Opportunity gone begging. But they've already taken use of quite a lot of them. It's good work. Benito Hodgson just smashed into touch. Newinghouse filling in at 9, getting across Edwards. Now, Kalis just crashes down. Newinghouse looks like he's filled properly into halfback now. Needs to keep this one in, does well. Ratu doing well, but getting wrestled into touch eventually. Line out's going to go the way of West. About 42 from the line. 4-man. Quick throw. They get up in front. Walker off the top. Ball just behind. Need to work forwards onto it now. Hutchins does well to keep that momentum moving forwards through the contest. Short ball. Good tip. David out on the right-hand side. Firing Hodgson even further. Ball gets checked round. Now David back in control and straightens things up a little bit. Takes 3 to bring him down. Backdoor. Jab over the top.
Hold, 20, hold!
Penalty offside.
In front.
Joshua Tiamoa just caught offside here on the kick. You see it just is, yeah, he's just about half a metre in front, never retired, kept pressing forward with the chase. Newinghouse to go for touch.
No! No!
Line out, 45 from the line. Perfect vision. Up at 3, winning nicely off the top, spinning out Newinghouse. Little chip over the top. Runners getting held up through the line. So straight back through West Scarborough. Absolutely piercing run there by Flatman. Penalty, lost forward advantage.
Two knock-ons.
It's a great run by Flatman to pierce the line there. Nothing coming of it as of yet. But I'm sure he's going to have another crack or two. See, the kick was over the top. Flatman grabs, splits one, goes straight through the middle, and takes Newinghouse just to hold onto that jersey and sink to the floor to bring him down. And gets knocked on just slightly further out. The weather's still turning here, the wind picking up. Sprinkles of rain just starting to come from above maybe now. Penalty straight across. And here comes the rain. Newinghouse jots this one about 24 out from the line.
Numbers. 2 and 1. Subs red, 2 and 1. Red subs, 2 and 1.
Front row subs being made.
Who's captain now? Nick? Captain. Haven't needed him.
It's been really good work by the captain and his hooker,
Just hold.
Nick McLennan and Hemi.
Hold.
Done a great job for their team as they do most weeks, running off together in synchronicity.
Yeah, play now.
It's good to see. Ball goes long. Cavs win it at the back. Newinghouse has options but juggles, so has to take contact himself. Turnover comes from the tackle, firing it over the outside. Brad Lacey decides to give it on the outside. Flatman. Brought to ground. Ball goes deep for Louis David. Beating the first tackle once again. Penalty. Entry.
23.
Just not getting it right for the arriving players. I might hear now that wind picking up, rain starting to fall even more. And even the West Scarborough tent just got blown over a little bit by the rain. More like wind, I should say. Luckily, we're all pegged down here in our commentary position.
I think about 7 to go.
Tipped from the top. Lost forward off Gold at the front of the line out. We'll have a scrum down, Cav ball. Cavs want to score a couple consolation points before the end of this game. Conditions are now rarely permitting any sort of rugby, but it's a chance to go down blindside if they want it. No one was covering. Newinghouse decides to go at the line himself, busts through the first couple, enters them into the 22. Turnover's going to come though. West Scarborough back in control of the ball. Edwards fires them out to the right. David goes to ground. Counter ruck was good. And turnover there. Second entry was from the side. And for chat, they're going to get Marcy extra 10. Silly mistakes being made here. West Scarborough opening the door for points to be scored. A consolation try brewing. And they just jabbed that one safely into touch. Probably still going to have about a little over 5 meters of trip. Roughly 8 minutes to go on the clock.
Take front. Oh, everyone in. Hold, 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 up now.
Maul looks solid. Diving towards the line and good. Doing everything they possibly could to get themselves over the line. Coastal Cavaliers have got their consolation try. It's a good Maul formation. I believe it might be Kalis with his hands on the ball at the back there. Just diving underneath.
At the moment, he knew he'd spoken too soon.
And a great little grounding. Cavs get there first. 44 plays 5, but they're on the board nonetheless. There'll be a few players looking around now. Maybe saying that's enough, Jackman. Don't need to play out the extra 7. Oh, and there goes the Coastal Cavaliers tent. It's on the field. If you don't believe the wind's not picking up, that's got to show it for you. Kick unsuccessful. Just blown across the face. And this thing's taking off like a sail. They're struggling to flip this back over.
This hole for boys.
I mean, you see the vision on your screens now. That thing is flying. Ours is under a lot of pressure with the pegs. It's danger, danger, danger down here at Kingsway Sporting Complex this afternoon. This is what the fans came to see. This is wet weather footy at its finest. 7 or so minutes left to go. Time back on. We get back underway. Swirling high ball. Penalty offside at the kick. West Scarborough too keen to get in front. They win the penalty, the Coastal Cavs. Maybe they can get a second try.
7 in front of the kicker.
See the grimace on the face of Newinghouse running into the rain and win that. Bananas into touch nicely. It's held back in the wind, but just manages to stay out.
Huh? Yeah, 7.
The West bench looks cold.
Yeah, you just want it, then
The Cavs bench looks wet.
You're a metre and a half front line. Numbers is 5. Numbers is 5.
Firing out to the left, Newinghouse. Big Kev, the replacement, has a big carry. At left. Another great carry by Dougal. Has been impressive today. Another big run from the replacement, 16.
Playing the advantage.
Happy to get involved. Advantage coming as well here for Coastal Cavs. Good short ball. Kalis runs on nicely. Lost.
Red, step.
Lost backwards.
No advantage. 18 offside. Yeah. Best before. Offside.
Less than 5 to go in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. This is why they love rugby. Absolutely feeding off this energy, the players out there. Not sure about anyone else. The structural integrity of those umbrellas bottom right of screen being tested. And I'll tell you what. Cavs not straight.
Caught it outside, not straight. Be a bit straighter than that. A couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes left on the clock. Coastal Cavs have decided to abandon the shelter that they've got. They've taken it down, they've taken the roof off, they're folding it into one piece. They've decided it's a liability. West Scarborough sticking by their structure until the very end. Penalty Coast still pulling out. Another prime opportunity very late in this second half.
Dominant, and you're falling apart.
Tap and go the call. Big run, lost forward. David goes to the boot. It's going to bounce. And bobbles its way into touch. Cavs got the ball just past halfway. Cavs line out, tipped off the top. Backs don't really want a piece of it. Steele covers himself. And then lost forward, kicked through, will come back for another scrum. West Scarborough are going to have one more opportunity in this game to score another try. Scrum forming. Back setup is going to be stacked on the left, I believe.
Crouch! Sit!
Walker ready to feed. Ball available at the back. Advantage straight down. David goes back door. Chances on the outside. And West Scarborough get one more to finish this game off on the right-hand wing. Sean Flatman gets in for another. West Scarborough move up 49 to 5. Sorry, to nil. No, 49 to 5, sorry. Coastal Cavaliers did get a try. And it looks like time will expire after the kick here. So currently 49 to 5. West Scarborough are successful. They've been dominant all year. They've shown their might in this game once again. The conversion successful. First one from the corner today that has been. 51 to 5 is your final score down here as the rain tumbles down. Thank you to Outside the Locker Room for sponsoring Mental Health Round. I'm here with Rory Walker from West Scarborough. It's a big win for you guys today. How does that one feel?
It was good to get a win on the board. Obviously good conditions right until the end, and then started down a little bit, but good to get out there, get a win. Looking forward to a long weekend next week.
Well, I mean, you're a humble man yourself. I thought you had quite the game out there, clean with the hands, even when the rain started coming down. How's your performance going this year? Your little brother outshined you a little bit today, but you look good too.
You can hear it from the sidelines, definitely cop it, but just looking for a team win. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, maybe get a try next week.
Well, I'll let you go. You seem cold. Enjoy the win with your mates. Thanks, we'll see you next week. So thank you everyone for coming down this afternoon to watch this great game of rugby. It's been a hard-fought game, and the wind and the rain certainly affected us and the fans at the end there. West Scarborough go away victorious. Coastal Cavaliers, as always, building team, but they're in a good spot on the ladder. We'll catch you all next week for the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week.